Hey everybody, I'm still doing the stupid holding of the mic thing, but here again with Professor Lawrence Robinson from Attitude First Martial Arts Academy, my teacher. And today I want to talk to you, Professor, about cross-training and training different arts as a self-defender.
Okay.
Many thanks to Magtech Ammunition for sponsoring today's video. It's the only ammunition that goes through my pistols or rifles and is the best stuff on the range.
So you've been training in some derivative of Kempo for 43 years now.
43 years.
But so what is your view of cross-training in different arts?
Okay, this is probably not, I do not consider myself cross-training. I consider everything, they're all part of the martial arts. It's just, where am I going to focus my attention? Am I at striking? Am I at stand-up? Am I manipulating? Am I on the ground? It's just martial arts. So do I have a tool in my hand? Am I empty-handed? And all of the skills that I learn in one can be applied to the other. Okay. Now, without a doubt, the instructors you work with may have their style of how they apply things, and you might have to adjust what you do a little bit to fit their style because you're trying to learn from them. But really and truly, it's the same. Running's running. Whether I'm sprinting or I'm doing cross country or whatever, I'm still running, putting one foot in front of the other. So to me, it's all the martial arts. And that's the fun part about it. You know, I love working with Josh and watching how he says, oh, it's going to be this, and you're going to anchor your elbow and do this. And it's like, oh, we're doing Kempo, we're fighting. Oh, you're going to anchor your elbow, you're going to do this. And so,
principles of motion, and the body works the way it works.
You know, and then the collie stuff, okay, hey, we got to anchor our elbows and hold our clubs here. And it's like, okay, we're anchoring our elbows, anchoring our elbows, anchoring our elbows.
Okay, so I think you guys might appreciate, but I don't think you appreciate how unique your perspective is on this. And how unusual it is. Because most guys that are wearing that much black belt, and again, 43 years in the martial arts has earned every bit of that, it's real easy to retreat to your tower of knowledge, right? To retreat to your tower of competence and go, I'm really good here at the striking distance, and so I'm going to stay there, and that's where I train, as opposed to, well, you know, you've been doing a lot of stuff recently with Colleen Eskrima.
Yes.
Just because you're interested in the blade.
Yeah, Paulo Ladre, he's excellent. And he approaches things a little bit different, and I find it new and refreshing, and yet it just reinforces things that I already know. And that's the real fun of cross-training, is when you do get to reinforce it. It's like I say, you know, there's that thing, talent, in the definition of talent, is a natural born skill. Well, that could be true, but what I think a true talent is when you can take a skill and you can apply it to this situation and this situation.
Can you make it work under pressure?
Right. Can you make it work under pressure? And can you go over here? It's like, hey, if I can play a guitar, I have a skill. Well, if I can take what I know about music and playing the guitar and take it over to the violin and then take it over to the banjo and then take it, now I have a talent. That's what I think talent really is.
Now I've got something I can really do. That's interesting. So this is something that I think that a lot of people don't know, that you gave me a promotion in April of 2019 to second degree, and I didn't really realize this, but you haven't done that a whole lot.
No,
I think I'm only the third second degree you've ever promoted. In 43 years of training. That's a high honor to me. And I said, you know, I feel like my ground game needs some work, and so I'm going to go study with Josh. And most places and most professors, I think, would say, gosh, come on, man, I need you here, and you're teaching, and you're part of my stuff. And instead, you were like, oh, I think it's a great idea. Go for it, man. And man, maybe I'll find some Monday nights and meet you.
Yeah, you know, okay, I have an ego like everyone else, but over here, you can't really see it, but on the board, it says, train your brain, not your ego. And without a doubt, you know, I work with students and I help, but again, it's like I didn't get them there on my own. They did the work. I just got to kind of like be there and guide them and help them along the journey, and got to actually experience and watch them grow. And so I don't know everything. No matter how much I do learn, I can't know it all.
Yeah, there's too much to learn.
And that's just it. Josh is amazing, and so he's much better at it than I am, and if you have an interest in it, go do it. I mean, I had a student, Joe Pingleton, who was on my black belt. He loved weapons, and I would show him a little bit, and then he'd go off and he'd do all kinds of stuff with weapons. And then I'd have a student come to me and say, hey, can you help me with these weapons? I'd go, you know what, why don't you go over and talk to Joe? Because Joe is so much better at it than I am, and he loves it. So go learn from somebody who has the passion, because that's going to help you more. You know, I don't have a passion for everything.
Of course not, you
And
can't.
Right, it can't be done. And so go learn from someone who does have the passion about it, so that you get a true understanding, and then that way you get to choose whether you have a passion or not.
So, guys, I think that Professor Robinson has the right idea here about cross-training, about finding people with great passion, finding instructors who can help you in those arenas. And in case you didn't realize it, I mean, I am loyal to my friend Lawrence here and loyal to what he's done in my life, my family's life. Literally, all 4 of my children took a minimum of 3 years of training from you. James, my son, took 10 or something, 10 or 11. And so that engenders value, but then breaking and going, hey, I'm gonna come over here and do some of this, and then bring it back.
Yeah, and that's just it. Then you get a kind of clean me up on the mat, and I can go, oh crap.
You know, if he shows up to jiu-jitsu maybe for a couple of weeks, I'll be like, I know something better. That'll be amazing. So guys, go cross-train. Thanks so much, Professor. Appreciate it.